Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are having a good day. It is super nice out here in Florida. I've been seeing the storms everywhere, and right now it's 80 degrees. So did record this weekend. I recorded a little bit this weekend regarding the drag car. So, but you know, we just got so busy. It was a busy day, and we didn't have that much time to record. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that. But before I give you an update on the car, I want to show you a couple things that I just bought. Well, didn't buy it today, but just came in, and some weight savings too. So I wanted to show you guys the differences in weight and go through that. So I ended up getting another transmission. I needed it for parts. Another Volkswagen transmission I needed for parts. I took that apart. I'll show you guys that too, and you can see the difference of transmission I have now that I'm going to run in the car and a factory transmission. So I took apart the diff. Here is a factory Volkswagen swing axle diff. As you can see, my spool is just basically a solid piece of aluminum cut out just like to go here. So you see there's only 2 gears in here, spline gears, and then there's a I don't know if I have it here. It didn't come with the, let's see. Anyway, here's the gearing for the transmission, so we can go over that in a little bit. But this all actually goes in there too. The swing axle goes right in there. This goes down, and then it has those spline gears for the diff. So this actually weighs some stuff. There's actually supposed to be 2 of them, only have 1, so it'll go right in here. If anybody ever seen them before, really sweet setup how they built that. So you can see the gears in there, and then another one goes on the other side. So then if you get a super diff, like a you know, so it will actually have another one of these pins and 2 of those gears. One right here and one on the other side, so there'll be 4. So it'll give you more, it'll be a lot stronger, and then what some people do also is just weld them. But I wanted to weigh this for you to see, so you guys can see the difference on that. So this is not the best scale, but 6.6 pounds. So, and this is on a stock diff, and then I'll get the aluminum diff. See what it tells you. Big difference to 4.6 pounds. Oh great, somebody's cutting the grass. So yep, so there's that. And what else we can basically weigh. These are my short axles. I don't have any factory axles, so to make a difference, let me see. Roughly 6 pounds on this length. Let's see if 5 inches of material make a difference. Oh wow, yeah, it's a pretty big difference. 7.8 pounds. What was this one again? 6 pounds. So a pound something. Do it one more time. Oh, that's not 8. So close to 8 pounds. Really big difference on going with shorter axles. Also, it'll be stronger. I know I got to show you guys this last time, but I don't think I weighed them. So that was pretty cool to take a look at that. Wanted to show you guys the differences on the diff, and that I could probably weigh the transmission. It'll probably definitely show a difference. So and go from there. But let me get to the car and let me show you what I got. All right, there's the good stuff. So I did get my brakes in. Here they are. There's some bolts that they gave us. I thought they didn't give me any. I guess I ripped this box open so quick that I couldn't even hold it. So full billet setup, really nice. The other one's in the bottom. It does have some center caps. Here is a caliper. Gray area brakes. They look pretty nice. I was gonna go with Jammer. Jammer's another one, and I saw this company, so I was like, why not? Let me just try another company. And I actually did get this from Apple Tree Auto, so those guys got a lot of stuff on there. Of course, they're not sponsoring me on it, but you know, if you are looking for some really sweet Volkswagen stuff, check them out, and you know, they'll definitely have what you need. If not, there's a couple other companies out there. So that's the brake setup. that I got for the car. What else I got going on? Of course, I went to Fisher Buggies. I had to get a gasket kit. They're actually local here in Tampa, and I had to get this for the axles. A bunch of little parts. The little stuff just adds up. So there's that. Plate for the axle nuts, more parts for the axle, just non-stop. So I want to show you guys that. So that is pretty sweet. I did get something that I'm not sure if I show you guys this, but I did start on the steering setup for the car. Also, I got this from Fisher Buggies. I mean, I'm not sure. I have to get this thing. I forgot how many parts this really takes, so I ended up getting the beam separate. The steering box is separate. So as you can see, I am making it right-hand drive. So usually this will go over here. Basically just mount it over here. Super simple. I have to see if it's gonna hit when it's full lock going right. I guess it is, right? I'm sorry, or maybe left. Well, when there's rod, this wishbone goes that way. So I have to take a look at that. I ended up having to get these arms from another local Volkswagen place. They had them really, I mean, they're clean. Somebody else was gonna sell me a full beam. It was completely rusted. So I took this off of, or he had these available already cleaned up and painted. So waiting for a bushing for this. I got the wrong bushing. This is for the needle bearings. There's no bearings in this beam. So waiting for that to come in. Ended up getting the arm. So basically I just switched it over. This long arm would be on this side, tie rod on, and this tie rod would be on that side. So a couple more things needed. Of course, you can see the shocks and stuff. On these cars, it actually has, we call them rods, or they're actually just flat rods in there. And it's almost like a tension rod. So it tensions it up in the middle, and then you tighten them up on the here. It actually gives you some tension, some sort of suspension, and then also a shock. So no springs or anything. That would be essentially your spring. They're actually long. So when I get everything, I do have to cut them in, since this is a 2-inch narrow beam, and go from there. So I still need a couple things. There's like a, I forgot what it's called. There's some pins that go here, or this way, whichever way, and then the spindle, and then the brake system. Go from there. So that's coming along. Have that going on. I did end up getting some pedals. Went with Willwood brake pedals. That's gonna look pretty sweet once that goes up in there in the car. So get a master cylinders. I have to see, I think this uses 2 master cylinders. I really got to check that out. That's probably a little bit overkill, but if it works, it works. I'll end up dealing with that. And I got this online also. I totally forgot where I got this. I'll find out. So gas pedal, brake, clutch. It'll be all full hydraulic system with a clutch management system going. So wanted to show you guys that. And we'll go to wheels and tires. So got some slicks. Ended up buying these brand new wheels. DWT. Anyway, they're 5x205, as you can tell, you know, Volkswagen pattern. These are just, I just needed them to mock it up. I mean, we might use them, I don't know, I'm not sure. The offset, well, the tires are 15 by 9, 28 inch tire. So tall tire, 28, and then the wheels are, I think, are 15 by 7 with like a back spacing. If you want to go this way, is basically 5-inch back spacing that way, or whatever way it is, or then 2 inches that way. So there's the wheel set up for right now, so we can mock this up. Here's the rest of what we ended up doing. The harness bar is on, the ladder bar is on. Here's the brackets, here's the ladder bar brackets. We did the upper arm for the frame for the transmission, and the bottom, that's all tacked in. Don't think we did anything else besides that. So right now I did that. We have the transmission in there. I have to try to finish everything for the transmission, the plate, the engine plate to hold the transmission there. So I have to make one of those, which I ended up, it's right there. I ended up getting the gasket so I can trace out the gasket. The plate is actually going to be here, welded with some tabs. We're going to be bolted into the plate, and then it's going to be bolted into this, the gear section for the transmission. So the plate will go around this way, And then I can put spacers or something for right here if I need to really stable it. And then basically I would bolt this down to that plate and then slide the transmission in with the plate on and bolt it down again to the chassis. So pretty cool. If you guys ever seen something like this, I mean, here it is. There's a video going on this way. I haven't really watched any videos YouTube or looked it up that there's anybody else making a car like this or showing you the full thing. You know, it's a lot of work, but it's actually, I'm learning a lot. It's pretty fun, and hope you guys are learning a lot. If you do, subscribe and let your friends know about it. So if you guys ever want to get into it, it's pretty cool. There's the ladder bar set up. The shocks will go right here. I did ended up getting bolts for that, so you can see it will go right this way, and then it will be welded. We'll put 2 shock tabs onto the chassis. Right now, of course, it's not going to reach because it's leveled out. So you want that to be leveled out when the weight is on the car. So essentially, don't really put the tabs up higher. The chassis needs to go up, or we'll take this bar out, let the bar sit down, and then weld the tabs on and get the chassis, get the shocks on there, the coilover set up. Oh boy. So there it is, essentially what it's gonna look like. Looks kind of cool. We're getting close. Hopefully we get it fully welded. There's 2 bars that go here to support this. I ended up getting 2 more. I might want to go from here to here to support it. So I want 2 more right there. Even though these are going to be here and this is going to be really strong, I want 2 more. But I have to take a look after I put the ladder bars in, if I have room to put it there. Or I can make it from here to there, whichever it could be. I definitely want more support. Ended up getting more piping for the seat, so we're gonna put the seat, get the seat done, get the sidebars in, and get everything fully welded and all that stuff. So next time, hopefully the next video, you guys will see this mounted. I have to cut the tubes because they are shorter for the shock or the axles, so I'll be cutting that, get that mounted, get more screws, of course, because I gotta get screws for this, get that mounted, get the ladder bar in before we can weld this on there so we can find the length. So just to make sure, I don't want to weld these on yet, and then, you know, it's offset and stuff like that. So next is going to be the plate. I got to get the plate done, and once I get that plate done, I can get these tacked in so we can mount the transmission on, and then I can move on to the tubes so I can mount the brakes on or the hubs on, and then I can put the wheels on, and we can see everything fall into place. So that's about it today. That's all I have going on right now, which is a lot. Eventually you guys will see more. Thanks again. Like and subscribe if you guys are interested in this. Thanks.